Good evening, my dear, beautiful people, my love bugs. Happy Friday, happy Venus Day. Greetings from wherever you are watching from. Welcome to the TheLightChildSpace. I'm Christine. I am an intuitive channel reader. I am also a human design practitioner. I am a 5/1 splenic projector. I am a recreational therapist, and I am a spiritual coach. And I am here to serve you, to be of service to you, to be a guide, to assist you and give you guidance back to yourself, guidance with life, guidance with how to navigate this life. I am here to be of service to you. I am trying to get on here more frequently. With clients, it is a little difficult, but I am working on being more consistent and coming on here and channeling for you guys. And if you are in need of any of my services, please feel free to send me an email at TheLightChildSpace@gmail, or on my Instagram, or on here. And please like, share, and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. It helps the message reach who the message needs to reach. I hope that these messages feed your spirit. And I hope that on this Venus Day, that your cup runneth over with love of self, love of thyself. I'm always advocating for the love of thyself. And if you need assistance with loving yourself, your shadow work, DM me, and we can do a free assessment to see how we can work together. Now, what are we channeling for today? It's been a minute, so I want to give a very intentional and broad channel, but let's see what Spirit has planned. Just meditate on it for a moment. I invite all of you putting your energy in, to put all of your energy in. Not all of your energy, but your presence. Asking Spirit for general guidance, wisdom, and advice for the collective. Pluto is now in Aquarius. We're about to have a new moon in Sagittarius. Mercury's retrograde. A lot of shifts happening, a lot of powerful shifts happening, individually and collectively. There are many of you who are just starting to wake up. And there are those who have been awake. And those of you who are awake, we need more of you to put yourself out there and showcase your talents, your gifts, to make yourselves be seen. This new shift, this new paradigm that's about to happen, this new world that's about to emerge is going to need guides, the healers. The energy of the collective is going to need guidance. It's no secret that this world is in crisis. It's been off balance for for far too long, and now that time has ended, and now things are going to be shifting more into balance, but it's going to be getting worse before it gets better, and that's not meant to cause panic. And I'm a realist. I'm always going to tell you the truth, not because it's scary. I mean, it's all perception, but because it's real. You are always safe, no matter what is going on in the world. But you must feel safe within yourself. Always must feel safe within yourself. Don't feel safe within yourself, know that it is safe to feel safe within yourself. Know that it is safe to feel safe within yourself. I know that sounds like a lot, but know that it's okay. I'm going to say it again, that it is safe to feel safe within yourself. Always. Always be true to thine self. I just realized that it was Turkey Day yesterday, or Gratitude Day, Day of Thanks, because that is what the day is for. We don't celebrate colonizers. But what are you grateful for? I had posted a post on my page about the power of gratitude and its power of shifting perspectives and getting us to reflect on the meaning of our lessons and trajectory in life. Like, what are we truly grateful for? I'm not talking about the material things. What are you grateful for? Yes, we want to include the material things, of course, because those are the material needs that we have here to live well on this plane, on this physical plane. But what are the non-material things that you are grateful for? What are those things? Gratitude is what unlocks and keeps abundance flowing. Gratitude. We're going to ask the universe, God, the spirit in the universe, for wisdom, guidance, and advice for this month of December that is coming up. And we know the new year starts in the spring, but I think because of the Roman calendar, people think that the new year is January 1st, but it's not. So this channel is going to be for the month of December. Wisdom, guidance, and advice for this month coming up of December for the collective. And because it is Venus Day, and we know Venus is a goddess of love, beauty, but also of self-worth and value. How do you value yourself? Do you see your value? How do you love yourself? How do you adorn yourself? On all levels, not just the physical level, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual level. How do you honor thyself? What are the rituals that you have set in place to honor yourself on those different domains of health? There is a general feel of melancholy, which is not uncommon, especially around this time of the holiday season for many people, especially those who either don't have family or are going through difficult times, no matter what those difficulties may be. The holiday season is not always the happiest season for many. So please check on your friends and just be a kind soul, even to strangers. It costs nothing to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or to say hello, how are you, and actually mean that. But for a moment you are passing strangers, what would it cost you to make the encounter pleasant? What would it cost you? Absolutely nothing. How valuable is a pleasant exchange of energy? Now there is a split to this energy. This is a collective channel, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. There't something for everyone in here, and maybe there isn't, or maybe there's a message for someone you know. Sometimes you may watch readings and you feel like you're watching the story of someone that you know. And if you are, share this channel or share the message. There are some of you who will be celebrating because you will have let down a burden that was weighing you down. And there are some of you who will feel burdened by watching everybody else celebrate around you while you are feeling weighed down by your burdens. And whichever situation that you may find yourself in, both roads lead to you being or wanting or feeling like you want to be in a reflective, solitude-like state. There are a lot of people who, when the end of the year comes, they get more into a solitude state of mind, sort of like they're preparing for the new year. Those who do follow the traditional, or societal rather, calendar of the new year starting on January 1st. A lot of people do that. And there's a lot of you who are in that mode right now. but there's a lot of change coming for both parties. This channel is coming in like there's parts where the story is parallel, and then the roads come together again. It's like the roads separate and come together again with the general message of this channel. So there are two groups that I'll be referring to in this channel. See which one applies to you, but there are some messages that are meant for either of the groups and some that are meant for both of the groups collectively. Hope that didn't confuse you. Pardon me, I gotta wet my palette. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, where you're viewing from. I'd love to hear from you. Ooh, we are gonna take all of these. We are, because Spirit said so. We are. Ooh, okay. There's a small few group of the collective that just went through some sort of deceit, some sort of betrayal, or at least it is a betrayal that happened, and it does seem grim, at face value. But trust that something good is going to come out of this situation. Even though it may not appear that way, it is a blessing in disguise. And for some of you, that message applies to someone who has been on your sort of like a situation where it frees up two people to finally be together. It makes it an opportune time for that to happen for some of you. And for others of you, it means that there's another offer coming in, something better from whatever that situation is. And it's going to allow you to make forward movement, to have movement where things have been stagnant. It'll allow you to make clearer decisions. And whatever decision you decide to make, it's going to be for your highest good. No matter which way you decide to go, it's going to work out in your favor. This group that has been feeling burdened down by their burdens, it's not going to be for long. The universe is definitely testing you, because I know you're definitely feeling that way. Just cool out, chill out, take a chill pill. And I know that may sound easier said than done, but literally, please just get into your somatic practices, get into your breath work, calm down your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that's responsible for your fight and flight response. Calm that down, with different types of modalities, whether it physically, you exercise, you go for a walk, you go for nature, whatever it is that you find leisure and pleasure and enjoyment in, do those things to calm yourself. Change is coming. That is guaranteed. That is always a constant. Change is always a constant that's happening. there is going to be reason for you to celebrate. That is coming for you. New opportunities are coming. Just keep putting in that work. But also keep in mind that when you get tired and when you get frustrated, don't give up, but take a break. Rest. And just to remind you that rest is not just, it doesn't mean sleeping. Rest can be reading a book. Rest can be just staring into space or watching nature, just watching, TV. Rest. It doesn't have to be sleeping, but rest. Find things that you enjoy doing and rest in those things. Rest, but don't give up. As a lot of you who are awakening out of what I had mentioned, that there's a lot of you who are just now being awoken. You're walking away from these really dark times. It's like you're now seeing like the light. Things are lifting for you, and now that you finally have gone through that shadow work, your whole perspective has changed. And it's left you feeling, left out in the cold, so to speak. But now's the time for you to use your intuition and to use your knowledge that you have now and turn it into wisdom. But really, it's a time for you to trust your intuition now. To learn how to trust your intuition along with your wisdom. A lot of you knew when things were off. You just didn't listen. Some of you like to, or feel like you have to, if you're in the thick of things, sometimes you kind of have to ride the wave out, so to speak. You gotta see the car crash. It's cool if you want to see the car crash, but just know that after the car crash, now it's time for you to do better. Like once you know better, you do have the obligation to yourself, not to anyone else, to yourself, to do better. When you know better, do better. You can't expect better if you keep doing the same low quality things that led to nothing before. You have to change your mindset and then change your actions in conjunctions with that in order to actually make change occur and be consistent. Be patient and be consistent with it. And there's also a lot of you who have been feeling left out in the cold in terms of romance. But fear not, that's changing for you, that group as well. There's a lot of different energies, groups, little pockets of groups, of like little energetic communities, so to speak, in this channel. Which is fine, just flow with me. Yep. A lot of y'all need to do your shadow work. You need to do your shadow work. There's going to be some things that are some events that are going to be a catalyst for you to do your shadow work, or that have been a catalyst for you to do your shadow work. There's a lot of you who also been doing your work. And feeling like, when are you going to see the fruits of your labor? It's coming. Jeez, there's a lot of different messages coming in. Some of you need to take a short, or let me stop for a moment. Silence. I know you noticed I was silent for a while. It's like some of you need to learn how to sit in silence, or to be in silence, to be in your own silence more often. There's a lot of you that are searching for clarity, and the clarity is just going to be found with you just sitting in silence, sitting in the silence of yourself, taking that rest to sit in the silence of yourself. There's a lot of you who need to learn how to balance your emotions. Your emotions are all over the place, and to have more of a control over your emotions, and balancing your mind with your emotions, to allow yourself to feel into your intuition. A lot of you are very intuitive but don't even know what intuition is. Or those who do, you don't trust your own intuition. And the thing is, your intuition has never led you astray. When you seriously think about it, when has your intuition ever led you wrong? So based off of that, why would it lead you astray in any other situation if it's never led you astray? But there's too much outside noise that's clouding your ears that you can't hear. Remember, your soul is not going to compete with the noise of the world. It's not. Your soul is found within silence, within the silence of yourself. So unless you put yourself in that environment to do that, to tune into that frequency, you're not going to hear when your soul is speaking to you. It's going to wait until you realize, like, whoa, like, I can't, like, there's too much noise, like, I can't hear. Like, if you weren't aware, me saying it to you is making you aware. Like, I'm turning on the light bulb switch for you, like, turning it on, like, you need to sit in silence. Like, that's the only way you're going to hear your soul speaking to you. Tune out anyone else, tune out the world. That means everybody. Get into that space, or make that type of environment accessible to you, even if it means going out in nature. I know many of you live in different places, but just finding that space where you can really just be by yourself in silence, within silence, to tap into and to listen to what your soul is saying to you. That is when you will get clarity to anything. Not when you're listening to the outside world. You never need to look outward for the answers. The answers are always inward, within yourself. Your soul always knows the answer. The question is, are you listening to your soul, or are you listening to the noise of the world? Some of you have the world at your fingertips, but you wouldn't know it because you're too busy listening to the noise of the world and not of your soul. Some of you are your own worst enemy. And those of you who have been patient, who have been putting the work, times are changing for you. But rest. Rest in that comfort. Rest in that assurance. But keep preparing for what you pray for. That's another message for the impatient people out there to, occupy your time with preparing for what you prayed for when you are feeling impatient. Don't worry, we're all human. I can be impatient myself too, so I have to remind myself as well that I must keep preparing for what I'm praying for, or what you're manifesting, while you're waiting for the manifestation to materialize. Because we already assume that what we want is ours. So it is. I can tell you that much. Emotions are just a mixed bag. Mixed bag. Ooh. But it does feel like a general melancholy. As a generalized just feeling that's it feels very potent and intense. It feels very melancholic. There is joy, but there's a lot of melancholy. It's painful and it hurts. Physically for a lot of people too. Oof. Yep, a lot of y'all and y'all feelings. Solitude. Already know this. Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of you just weighed down by decisions that you have to make. And they're not easy decisions. And it has you heavy in your feelings. And this is why I say a lot of you need to just get into the solitude of yourself to be able to get that clarity that you need to make these decisions. And some of you need to ask for help. Getting through this time, just on the emotional level. And please reach out for support. I'm not just saying you don't have to come to me for support, but there is always support out there. There's public resources, and hopefully you have a trusted friend, family member that make sure that you can trust them, that they are an emotionally mature person that you trust to share these things with. But you are not alone. You're never alone. Has a lot of you thinking about the past. For a lot of you, these decisions are linked to things that happened in the past. And there may be things that are catching up to you that you didn't think would catch up to you. That now have caught up to you. And now you must answer for those past decisions. And it's like you are trying to look everywhere for answers as if to say, for someone else to have to make that decision for you, to take that burden off of you of having to make that decision. You wish you didn't have that burden of responsibility to make that decision. You wish it didn't have to be you to make that decision, but it has to be you. And you don't know what's going to happen. And this is the thing with this decision that you have to make, is that you don't know what's going to happen either way. And you're not okay with that. But you have, the lesson in this is that you have to learn to be okay with the unknown. You have to accept it. But because this is teaching you to use your discernment, but this is to use your soul discernment. This is why you have to be in your solitude, to know which way that you need to go. I do teach human design as well. I'm a human design practitioner. No sidebar. Again, but I say that to say that human design teaches us that the body is the vehicle, the mind is a passenger, and the soul is the driver. The mind is the passenger. The soul already knows where it needs to go. It's just we have to discipline ourselves to stop moving from the mind and allow the soul to do what it already is programmed to do. It already has its navigational course. It already has the coordinates, everything. We have the mind to do functional things, to deal with this, world, this physical world that we live in, these physical bodies that we're in, to help us navigate these physical bodies in this physical world. And there's others of you where this decision has to do with choosing between two people in a romantic aspect. And it's the same circumstances as the other group, except this is pertaining to love. So I said this is a mixed bag reading. Wow, mixed bag channel. It's cool. Skittles reading, as I call it. There's different flavors. A hot mess. A new moon in Sagittarius, and I do give a discount for all Sagittarians because I am a Sagittarius myself. I'm a Sag stellium, so I'm very Sagittarian. Discount all my services for the month of December, starting from December 1st to the 31st. 20% discount for all my Sages. The new moon. Good time for setting intentions, and especially in reference to wherever Sagittarius falls in your birth chart, whichever house it falls in. We all have Sagittarius in our chart, whether we have a Sagittarius placement or not. for those of you into astrology. And those of you who are not familiar with astrology, you can look up your birth chart for free with an online software and find out where Sagittarius. There's so many ways to learn how to find Sagittarius in your chart online, to find out how this transit will be affecting you. I don't want to get too much into astrology. I'll just leave that there. First, just know that you are always safe. That message is coming through again. That you and, your loved ones are safe. You don't have anything to worry about in that regard. Always know that your ancestors and your angels and your guides are always looking out for you and your family. They're always available for you to communicate with them. Just always make sure you're calling in only light vibrations, but you always have to be intentional with who you're calling in, what type of energy you're calling into your spaces. This is this mixed bag energy, so there are a lot of you, like I said, who have been putting in the work. Your manifestation is here. It's just that Amazon package, that ETA, just look at it that way, but it's here. It's here for you. There are those of you who are wanting to achieve certain things or manifest certain things, but you need to actually take inspired action on these goals, on these dreams, in order for them to manifest in a physical sense. message is coming through again. Those of you who have been dimming your light, hiding yourself, it's time for you to come out and share your gifts and be of service. You need to come out of hiding. A lot of you are miserable working your 9-to-5 jobs or working this conventional life and have all these wonderful gifts that you're just bypassing. It's time for you to come out and use those gifts and utilize those gifts and be of service. Like, now is the time. There is a space for you. How I know? Because you exist. You are the space. Create it. You are the space. You don't have to wait to see if someone creates a space for you. Create the space. You are the space. Create it. And start small. Don't feel like you have to do everything at once when you're starting to, share yourself and your gifts, Take your time. Enjoy the process. I always say all times is a season for giving, but especially now, since this is a holiday time for a lot of people. And when I say giving, I don't mean in a monetary sense, but if you can, of course, donate to an organization, but I'm more saying to donate your time, your energy to others. I always say we are blessed to be a blessing to others. And now is a time to implement that through your actions. More so. Even more so during this time. Those people that I said that needed to do shadow work, this past holiday interaction with family and whoever really brought out some drama for a lot of you. Moon was in Scorpio. So it's a catalyst, and it's meant to be a catalyst for you to start some of this shadow work. It revealed a lot of things to you, not only about your family or your environment, but also about yourself. This month is a month for slowing down. Slowing down, being reflective, and getting more into your meditative and contemplative practices. Just because this is such a mixed bag channel, doesn't matter where you fall within any of the messages that came through, the overall for the collective is to slow down and get more into your meditative and contemplative practices and rest more, to implement more of rest and relaxation. I'm going to pull one more deck. I'm going to pull my ancestor deck to close out this channel. And the holiday times are coming up, so you can also purchase any of my services for a gift for a loved one as well. Just DM me, let me know. Once again, I appreciate you all. Thank you for your time and your energy, and please share, like, and subscribe to my channel if these messages have been of service to you, have been of value to you. And please DM me if you are in need of guidance or interested in learning more about any of my services. We can set up a free assessment to see how we can work together. It's not ironic that I had mentioned earlier in the channel about your angels and your guides and your ancestors always being available to you. They are saying to reach out to them. A lot of you have some amazing, amazing guides in your family lineage. Some very powerful guides that are available for you to tap into. And some of you know who they are already. Some of you have no clue. But I feel like now that I have mentioned this and you have heard this, that they will send you some of these guides are people that you have known, maybe like a grandmother, an auntie, a friend, someone who has passed on, that's going to send you a specific message to let you know that they are a guide for you. And it's going to resonate for you because it's going to make you nostalgic. It's going to be something that's going to remind you of them. It's going to be something very specific to you that only you would know, that you share between you and this person who has passed on. And let me know in the comments if that does happen to you. I would love to know. But the message is coming out again. For those of you who have been hiding behind the scenes with your gifts, like, now is not the time to do that. That song, I'm Coming Out, is in my head. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming. Yep, that song. Yep, that song. Sorry, I did not feel like singing, but that song had to come out. That's the song itself. Jeez. If you are in an environment where you can and have easy access to nature, please get into nature. Please get into get some grounding, take off your shoes, go do some grounding if it's warm enough wherever you are. Even if it's not, just being among the trees and the grass and the nature and the birds, all the wildlife, it's going to also help you. It's a great environment for tapping into the solitude of self, which has been a big message of this channel, of listening to your soul. And being in nature is a great conduit to do that. Everything is connected. And those of you who have been hiding, don't feel any kind of way. Don't feel like you're gonna look crazy. No, you don't look crazy. Just do it anyway. Doesn't have to be fancy. Doesn't have to have doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything to start. Start with what you have. Start with what you have, and the rest will come along the way. Just start with what you have. Just put one foot in front of the other. Do what you can do, and then let God or the universe, whatever you believe in, subscribe to, let it do the rest. And a lot of you, your guides have been speaking to you. Like I said, some of you know about your intuition and just don't trust it. Some of you have no idea what your intuition is, but it's right in front of your face and you notice it. But get into your intuition. There are no coincidences. Change is coming, my dears. Change is coming. So rest, meditate, contemplate. There are things to celebrate coming up. These changes is bringing that. Whether you're in circumstances where it doesn't even seem like that in the slightest way, change is coming, even so, with that. My intention for you all and my prayer for you all is that you all love yourselves more, a little more each day than a previous day, every day. And that you value yourself just as a being, as you are, as you incarnated here, your unique self. We all have these amazing and wonderful gifts that we incarnate here to be of service to each other. You matter. Those gifts matter. Those gifts were meant to allow you to serve and also to serve yourself to live well, to get, compensated for doing what you naturally are inclined to do because it has value. But you have to value yourself first. But you have to spend time with yourself to know how valuable you are, to discover and learn how valuable you are. A lot of you don't know your worth. A lot of you don't know your value. And I'm going to leave it there because there's a lot of different messages coming through, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you, all my beautiful, lovely soul. It is always a pleasure to channel for you. If you are in need of guidance, support, during this journey, on this plane here, in this existence, as a spiritual being, having a human experience, whether it is through an intuitive channel reading, whether it's through human design, whether it's through spiritual coaching or therapeutic recreation, please DM me and we can do a free assessment to see how I can be of service to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Once again, it does help my channel grow. It does help the message reach who it needs to reach. And I hope that this channel has been of value to you. Please do leave comments. I love to engage with the community. I would like to engage more with the community. Please comment, even if it's to just say hello, where you're watching from, what you're up to for the holiday season, what's a weird random fact about you, teach me something, whatever it is. Please engage in the comments. And I'm sending you so much love and so much light wherever you are and whatever you are doing. And namaste, my loves. Cheers. Be well.